Hi there. So it's Kamilah Rose from the Bliss Institute, and today I was supposed to chat about beauty because it's Friday, but I think the Mercury retrograde brought up some really important things that I was like, you know what? We're going to talk about it. So today's video is called the Why Your Manifestations Aren't Working, the Power of Authenticity, because we've spoken about planets, the houses. We have spoken about, let me get my kitty. Oh, you want to say hi? This is the kitty. He doesn't care. He's just chilling. Um, we've spoken about the planets, the houses. We've spoken about the energies, the importance of Saturn and Pluto and the houses that they're in and the planets that are around them. To go with that, the mask that we wear can often be found in Saturn, in the shadows of all the planets. So find out where every planet is. There is shadow there, and there's gold to be found within that shadow. And sometimes our manifestations do not work because we are not being real about what we want and what we would like to get. We are basing our manifestations and our desires off expectations of others or what we think we are supposed to want. So, say, for instance, you are like, I need to get a degree so I can get a job that pays this much so I can buy a house and I can get a new car and I can be with my family and I can do all of these things. But maybe you want to travel the world and have a partner who can travel the world with you and have your children who can be world citizens. And this is where you want to focus your energy, but because there are these expectations that are around you, you're going based off of that as opposed to going with what your authentic soul is desiring. So knowing that self and knowing that truth and being able to align with it and then speak it and to put that energy towards it, you're doing this work to manifest things that you're not really interested in. You're wanting to feel a different void or to nullify your shadow so that you can hopefully overcome some of the things that maybe you've had difficulties with. And the importance of being able to own your truth and to own your authentic self and your desires and how it is that you would like for your world to look is a key to being able to actually manifest what it is that you would like in your life. So how do you go about that? How do you go about really knowing who your authentic is and making sure that the way that you're presenting these manifestations that you would like to have are in alignment with that? First, it is really getting down to Carolyn Elliott says that having is evidence of wanting. So actually taking a look around at your life because that is the cats. They are having a moment. They are fine though. Having is evidence of wanting. Taking a look at your life and seeing what it is that you actually have going on. And seeing that because we are actually manifesting every moment of every day with our jobs, with our relationships, with our conversations, with what is happening. These are manifesting from some point and desire that has existed within us. And now we're just seeing it come to fruition. So when it's something positive that we want or that makes us feel good, then we're like, woohoo, yay, we're manifesting well. When it's something we don't desire, when it's something we don't want, then we're like, oh no, I need to do my work. I need to make this better. I am not getting what I would like to out of this. Come here, little kitty. Sit down. So, how is it that we shift this around? Well, first, just observe. Just see what's going on because there's probably some truth in what's actually going on in your world. Maybe you are wanting a little bit more conflict so that you can learn how to advocate for yourself, so that you can actually be able to speak your truth and put it out there into the world. So you're building these circumstances where you're continually being confronted by others. Maybe you're needing to focus on Hold on, let me get the cats. They have issues sometimes. Maybe you're needing to focus on your scarcity mindset, with your own understanding of what your self-worth is, and that relates to abundance and manifesting material things or wealth. When you don't feel like you are deserving of something, it's not going to come to you, because that is the energy that you are, whether overtly or covertly, putting out. Maybe you are on the surface all put together. So we can talk about beauty with this. This does tie together. On the surface, you have the look. The hair is done. Makeup, if you want to wear it. You have a fabulous skincare routine. You've got the outfits and the jewelries and the shoes. Your toes are always done. Your nails are always done. You've gotten, all of the things that make you internally be like, oh yes, now I'm together. Now I've got my look. But then you find that it's all cosmetic. It doesn't reach within and align with what's going on with you internally, so that it reflects the world outside of you. The world outside of you is difficult, and there's conflict when you're wanting to bring that peace and that beauty. So when you find that level of peace and beauty within, and you continue to do the things that make you feel beautiful on the outside, then your world begins to reflect that back to you. It's the getting into alignment, that internal and external, so that the external reflects what is going on and what you would desire to have internally. When we turn this around again, taking a look at what's going on in your current life, seeing how perhaps this is not in alignment with what you think you would like, and then taking a look to say, but is this my actual having what it is that I actually want? Is there a lesson here? Is there a skill here? Is there a belief here that I need to focus on to shift into manifesting what it is I actually desire? Once you identify what that is, then you can work on changing that mindset and changing that framing of what's going on around you internally, so that as above, so below, as within, so without, they begin to actually reflect each other, and you'll see the changes shifting about. I spoke yesterday about how when I started to pay more attention to what was going on with my finances, to put the energy that I was putting towards the distraction of romantic relationships into my money, I began to see the shifts, and they happened rapidly in the movements that I wanted to make, and being able to actually build the world that I want to have around me. And I know, because I am committing to continuing to see that growth and to see that change. So we have the taking a look at what's happening around us. We have the seeing how that, if that does match up with what we feel that we would like on the inside, exploring what it is we would actually want. And then finally, we have shifting that mindset, shifting into that framework, and then looking then, it's like an experiment. Look then to see, what now are you manifesting? Because if you're still not manifesting what you want, what you desire, and if that is authentically what you desire, then there's still some internal work that has to be done to shift your mind frame, to shift your energy, so that you are able to shift into that realm that you would like to be in, and then to assess and to identify the barriers that are keeping you from being able to do so. And I say that Mercury brought all of this up and made it evident that this needed to be spoken about, because of a situation that I experienced today that reminded me of what I have gone through in the past, and how the work that I have done and that I'm still doing in order to get there, and how that relates so much to me being authentic and speaking my truth, and not being afraid to confront the things that are going on around me, because that is the only way to see them for what they are. You don't ignore your shadow. You face your shadow, you say what is happening here and what do you need from me, and then you integrate it. So that's it for today. 10 minutes on the dot. I hope you all have a great Friday, and I'll see you all tomorrow.